Good morning, traders. It's Thursday, December 11, 2025. And of course, this is the day in history where one of the biggest tragedies ever facing the United States as a country happened. Um, so we always like to try to remember the fallen and those that lost their lives on that fateful day. Um, so there you have it. I don't know about you, but it was a big deal for me. Lost friends in the World Trade Center that were working at some of the financial companies. I had one or two relationships with people that were at Cantor Fitzgerald, so that was not a good day. And if you're in New York City, first of all, congratulations on weathering that storm the way you did. That's real resilience and strength of character. But in the last 20 years, you're part of the country. That city has gone so dramatically downhill. Please take a stand and don't let you guys fall any further into some ridiculous form of socialism. You deserve better than that. Anyway, that's my soapbox for today, guys. So thanks for listening. Um, as always, I'm your host, Jason Allen, and for our new listeners on Substack as well as on the podcasts on Apple and Spotify, thanks for coming. Had some great new comments and follows, and I think that's wonderful. So for you guys doing that and doing the resends to other traders that you know, I appreciate you saying that you like my content. Thank you. Anything that you can think of that would help improve it, don't be afraid to share. I mean, I'm just a regular guy like anyone else. If I'm doing something that people like, but I could improve it a little bit, someone might know that, and I'd love to hear that. So feel free to send me comments or questions anytime. And let's go ahead and get right to work today. Here is our quote for the day to get us rolling. The only way you can sustain a permanent change is to create a new way of thinking, acting, and being. And that is from Jennifer Hudson. For those of you that don't know who Jennifer is, she's a Chicago native, musician, actress, was involved in a horrible incident, uh, home intrusion break-in, where I don't believe she was there at the time, but she lost a couple members of her family to a bunch of thugs, and that's unfortunate. But she came out of that with a resilience and a strength of character that we can admire. Anyone can admire. You should find out the whole story if you don't know it. It's really pretty intriguing. Anyway, Jennifer said the only way you can sustain a permanent change is to create a new way of thinking, acting, and being. When you really think this through, isn't this what all of us are really wanting out of life? A permanent change? What is it that you really want from your trading? A permanent change. You want to go from here to wherever there is, whatever you believe it to be right now. Believe me when I tell you, as you get on that roadway to go there, it's going to change into something else. But you want it all the more, and you want it to be permanent. Well, that permanent change, that's possible. It's even likely, if not probable. But the only person that stands between that happening and it not happening is you. As a trader, you control what goes on in your mind, your thinking. As a trader, you control your behavior. In fact, in the trading environment, we have more control over our thinking, our acting, and our being than we do in any other part of our life. Think it through. Being involved in this business at this level, where you're pulling the trigger every day, looking for gains that you can use to catapult yourself into that place where you want to be. If you're living that freedom right now, you have more control over that than anything else in your life. You can't control what someone else is going to do to you, or who's going to cut you off in traffic, or when your kids are going to get involved with the wrong crowd and end up God knows where or what. You have no control over a lot of things in your life. You don't know where things are going to go. You take a new job with all sorts of anticipation and excitement and find out that somebody in the office just decides they don't like you and they're going to gaslight you. And before you know it, your permanent job is now your permanent, possible, wonderful new work environment is being threatened and corrupted every day by some loser idiot who doesn't know how to make his own life work. You don't have control over any of that, but you do have control over that in the markets. You control the way you think, you control the way you act. Your being, acting, and thinking, all of these relating, this is a personal choice. You can change the way you think anytime you want. In fact, human beings are the only animal that we know that can do this. They can be in a funk, some kind of weird, this is never going to work. And they can hear something or think something, totally change that state to, I can't believe I have such a wonderful opportunity right now. I can make this happen. How did that happen? By thinking to themselves, I can do this. I can figure this out. I'm going to work till I get it right. Acting, what does that mean? You know what? If I have a losing trade, I'm not going to fight the market and try to get it back. I'm going to wait for the next opportunity. And if that takes me 3 weeks, then it's what it's going to take. I'm not throwing good money after bad anymore. I'm not trying to get back in just because I was stopped out. I'm not trying to fight the market and have it go the way I think it should go. I'm not going to just rotate myself in and out and in and out, trying to make 0.2% on 1/8 of $1 because that's what the pros are doing. BS. Choose your acting. What is best for you? Choose your thinking. What is best for you? Your being, that's just existing as who you are. Who are you? I think that Jennifer can give us a really good lesson here. You want to get where you want to go? It's waiting for you. Believe me, it's there. You can do it. You really can. And you have more control over that than you think you do right now. You can get there, but you're going to have to think a different way, act a different way, and strongly become another person in the process. That's the person that endures and deserves that permanent change. So start walking down that pathway today. Thanks for listening. As always, my pleasure to serve you. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Might be a big day, so let's get ready for the ride. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you on Friday.